Welcome in to Bobcat Live. Yeah, the cheerleaders joining us live here at Wayward Social. We are inside Rosie's. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Brandon Lewis, Dylan Doze alongside me. He's getting ready to go see Iowa and Nebraska tomorrow night. How about that, huh?
I am hoping to. We're leaving right after this. We're not messing around.
Who knew the mayor would get things turned around eventually in Nebraska? They gave him like 18 years to do it.
Well, 18 years and 365 transfers, and they're going to make it happen. That's a good team, though.
A career that didn't pan out too well with the Chicago Bulls.
No, it didn't. No.
You're a Bulls fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to pick a team.
Sure.
So the
I heard it rumored.
Big thing I'm looking forward to is watching Caitlin on Saturday night. We got the condo right there by Carver. Gus Johnson is calling the game on Fox. It's going to be electric even. It's going to be much hotter
I would be more
inside.
likely to buy cereal that is sponsored by Treshaun Brooks than Caitlin Clark.
It's Brooks and Berries. It's like Crunch Berries, but
yeah, Treshaun's not a Hawkeye fan, I don't think. No, not whatsoever. Treshaun Brooks with us live here at Bobcat Live, as well as head coach Michael Appel. It's been a while since we've seen these guys because Monday snowed out, Tuesday snowed out, tomorrow snowed out. I'm calling it already.
Yeah.
No one's fooled.
No.
Yeah, it's not looking good for us.
No, unfortunately. What's that do? I mean, because to me it makes me antsy because I'm thinking I have 3 broadcasts this week plus a Bobcat Live. You're thinking you got 3 games this week, and you might have none.
Yeah, biggest thing is, I give Trey credit just competing every day in practice and continuing to get better, and we've done a nice job of that. It is hard when you're not, when you think you're playing a game and then all of a sudden you just have practice or you don't have practice at all, and the inconsistency. But our guys have done a decent job of staying competitive in practice and, continuing to work hard.
The good thing about it is your competitors or your opponents aren't really getting anything besides practice as well this week. So what's your kind of focus over this past few days to get ready to go potentially early next week?
Just getting in sync with our team, and just working on what we need to work on, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. Kind of like tonight. Come here to Wayward Social. You got some bowling. How you doing out there in the lanes?
Oh, I came a little late, so I'm a little cold right now. So.
Gotta get warmed up.
Yeah, I'm getting warmed up.
We got a little competition going. We got one team versus the other here, and I'm on Trey's team, and we're down a little bit, but we can come back.
Okay.
We got a long this is just a warm up game.
It's a warm up.
Bowler? You better bowler or better golfer?
I'm not good at either. So
no, you're. He's such a liar. He bombs it like 400 yards off the tee box.
Probably a better golfer.
So, Trey, one of the things is thinking of, we talked about this because of the snow break, but we're literally coming off a Christmas break where you guys went to the break 4-0 and really Ames happened, your first start that ended in a loss. You want to come back Monday, erase that, get a win on the board, but now you're just sitting in that loss.
Yeah.
As a leader, as the point guard of the team, how are you handling that, just trying to get back on track?
Well, if I'm being honest, I forgot we even lost that game until you brought it up. So we don't really dwell on the losses. We just go practice. We got another game. We play back-to-back games. We'll have another game Friday. But it is what it is. We lose, you win.
Yeah, as you learn from that loss, what'd you take away most about that Ames game going forward?
They were the toughest defending team that we have in our conference. So just taking that, not going down on ourselves, and just bounce back from that. And
that's one thing, Coach, you went to is right afterwards is it wasn't the game that we wanted to play. No points in transition. The toughness of Ames, they definitely punched in the mouth. But what he said afterwards is, no one's heads down. We're ready to go with it. Is that something that starts from the coaching staff? Is that something from the players that have that mentality? Is that just something as a collective, coaches and players?
Well, I mean, it's everyone. Everyone, we all want to be in sync, so everyone just collaborate with, we talk. What do we want to do? What do we need to get better at? And then we just go based off of it. So the coaches, they bring it in practice. They'll get on us, and then we'll take it. Just keep going on with it.
You get ready for potentially Waterloo East tomorrow night.
Yep.
Another tough opponent in the Iowa Alliance Conference. Continually, it seems like they can find guys. What makes Waterloo East, a threat in the Iowa Alliance this year?
Well, they're quick and athletic, and they like to try and speed you up, on offense, and then make you have some unlikely errors that you usually don't do, and where you throw them the ball, and they like to go on transition and you get easy baskets that way. So we just need to be solid on offense, take care of the ball, and make sure we get really good shots. If we cut hard, set good screens, and be patient at times, there's no reason we can't get open looks.
Plus, over the past couple of years, it always seems like Treshaun, they have a guy on their team that's trying to get under the skin of your guys, right?
Yeah. I know a lot of people, so it's just like they try to get under my skin, but I don't. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
So one of the things, Trey, is you've come back into that point guard position and really felt like Ames was a little bit different. Just the physicality kind of took us out of it. But now that you're in that point guard position, it seems like you're operating a pretty well-oiled machine. When you're looking at 1 through 5 on the court, what do your teammates bring to the table?
Well, we have a lot. So like Corey, he can do pretty much anything. He's a guard. We have Carter, Giannetto, JT, Kyle, pretty much all shooters, can stick defense, like get rebounds. So it's all around everything. Like everyone can do pretty much anything. So.
And I have not seen on the court, it seems very much like you guys are of one accord. You guys are pretty in sync, even if things aren't going as well as possible. I don't see a lot of getting after each other. It seems to be a pretty positive team.
Yeah. We get all that out in practice.
That's right.
Yeah. we
Where
get
you're
that,
supposed to.
Yeah. So, and then we just keep going, feed off each other's energy.
So I give Trey credit. He's grown a lot as a leader and understanding kind of when to be vocal and when to get on guys when we need to, and he's done a nice job of that in practice. Just based off the Ames game, just to touch on that, there's conversations I've had with Trey as well. Sometimes Trey's a little too unselfish, and sometimes Trey's got to be the guy that makes the plays. Ames is a good example. He probably should have been the guy with the most shot attempts in that game. Just based on what they were doing, we needed a guy to go make a play and get to the rim. And those are conversations we've had, and he's learned from it, and he's shown that really well in practice these last few days. So just continuing to grow and continuing to get better as a leader and as a point guard.
How do you find that happy medium, that balance, to be able to be like, maybe you took too many shots, maybe you didn't take enough? Is it kind of a feel process out there on the floor?
Well, I think he only took 5 shots against Ames, and he should, every game he should be right around 10. And those are conversations we're going to have, and that's and depending on the game and depending on where we're going, there might be guys wide open, and he's going to make those passes, and a lot of times they're going to make those shots. But just depending on who you're playing and how we need to attack it is where we get those shots from. And as a coaching staff, we're trying to do a lot better job of our players understanding that.
Yeah. This past Monday night, you were supposed to take on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. That canceled by the weather. Was going to be made up this coming Monday, but another conflict. So don't know when you're going to play that game. So kind of targeting probably not tomorrow night, but then Tuesday. But then you've got some weeks now because of these delays. You're playing 3 games a week. How do you get your team ready and focused on that angle? Because it's going to be a little bit of a grind here in the late end of January.
I think just not getting complacent with actually playing games. Like have the same mindset every game. Hey, we play Monday and Tuesday. Let's lock in both games. Let's be ready to go. And we have to have more depth and guys ready to play if we're going to do that. And guys being able to do that and show us on the court that they're ready to do that and get a little further on our bench when we need to. Give Trey, a couple minute breaks. Carter, obviously. Kyle, those are guys that are logging a lot of minutes right now. So having guys ready, having that bench ready to go in and play minutes when we need them to.
Is that something you feel out in a game? Because, there's some games where you see maybe 2-3 guys come off the bench, and then we see, 5-6 guys. Does that mean a lot of different factors, fouls and everything, or what kind of goes into that?
Yeah, it does. Obviously foul trouble is a huge part in that. And for the most part, our guys have done a great job of staying out of trouble, foul trouble, so we haven't had to sub a lot because of that. And, just trusting them that they're ready to play. You know, is the other thing. Ames is the best team we've played in a really long time. And, you know, we just had to go with what kind of we felt like give us the best chance to win that game.
And when you look at that, you're coming off a loss, but Coach is saying, you know, you've got some people coming up. I always like to ask the question because people who play know who can play.
Yeah.
So who is a name that maybe not on the starting lineup but on the roster that you're really impressed with that has really added value to the team?
Galil Jor, Ryan Schmidt. It's just players like that. Oh, JT. JT improved a lot. The way he plays, I like how he plays. And he likes to listen, like he understands and he likes to listen a lot too, so I like that. And yeah, it's just pretty much those players like that, yeah.
There's some confident guys on the team, but I don't know if anybody's more confident than Galil Jor.
Yeah.
That guy, I gave him the moniker, Jor let it soar, because if he's in the gym, he's open.
Yeah, he was.
I love it.
When we play against him in practice, he's not scared to go at me. He's ready to foul, shoot anything. Like he's ready for everything.
You need that dog on your team, right?
we have great numbers this year. We got 17 guys, and that's been huge for us as far as how we can compete in practice. Give our our top guys an actual look of where where we're competing and playing hard, and have to do that in order to have success even in practice. So that's been a huge for us this year.
Yeah, you even had seniors come out that hadn't been out, at least I'm thinking of 3 off the top of my head, and JT's the one that's offering the most on-court success. But you look at those numbers, I remember within the last couple of years, we were talking about 9 guys and not having full 5-on-5 practices. How valuable is that for you, Trey, and then for you, Coach, just to be able, you can run 3 teams out there and still have people grabbing a drink.
Yep.
I feel like just not going against 5-on-5, like not playing 5-on-5 kind of like messes it up. Yeah. Because we don't have the competition that we need or like what we expect to have against in a real game, you know? So just not playing 5-on-5 was kind of hard. And now getting into it, you can tell the difference from like last year.
Yeah, that the practice. I know Allen Iverson never loved practice, but I mean it is an integral part of what you do to get ready for games, right?
It is, yeah. So that's funny you brought that up. Every Monday we kind of have a message for the week, and this week ours was on practice. So I actually showed him a video from Ted Lasso, but he's doing the same.
He's doing the
yeah. So I just said,
and
listen,
nobody got it.
I knew there was a chance we probably weren't going to play Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, how do we get our guys focused on just practicing and then, competing? And, Trey's done a really good job of that. Our guys have done a great job of that. It's kind of getting towards the, 3 days in a row gets tough. And I understand that. And I've been trying to, not lose my cool completely here. But, I mean, they're doing a good job for the most part.
And bring them out bowling and have pizza, too.
That helps,
Yeah, that's the reward from hearing you yell at him all week, right? What's Coach like in practice? Does he mix it up?
Yeah.
He gets out there with you guys, right?
Yeah, you never know, actually.
No?
Well, you do. It just comes out of nowhere. So. But it's fun practices with him.
I've gotten a lot more patient.
I'm sure having kids and stuff helps with that, right?
Voice, I don't think one time this week.
No.
So
this week.
This week.
That's pretty good.
Biggest thing, like, if they play hard and they're competing, there's really not much you're ever going to get upset about. It's just that's got to be the standard of playing hard. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to miss shots. They're going to mess up offensively and not know what they're doing. But, like, if you're just competing and playing hard and giving good effort and being locked in, there's really not much you're going to get too upset about.
Yeah, he tells us all the time. It's like, know when to joke around, know when to not joke around and be locked in. So.
Yeah. There's a time and a place, right, Coach?
It's got to be a good balance,
Yeah, for sure. All right, so tomorrow night, probably in doubt against Waterloo East, but then Tuesday night is Des Moines East. That is at home inside. You've already seen Des Moines East once. What do you know you need to do to take care of business on Tuesday night against them?
We got to treat them like a new team we've never played before, and that's got to be our mindset. We took care of business there very handily the first time around. They're going to be, eager to play us again and prove that that's not the team they really are. So we got to be ready to go. And I thought our guys were really, really locked in for that game and ready to play from the start. And that's kind of what won us that game is. we were all focused, and then it was a snowball effect of making shots and getting stops on defense. So that's kind of got to be the same message, on Tuesday.
Obviously, Dylan and I have kind of talked about this. Like, you can lose a game in the first quarter like Ames. I felt like you guys played really well second, third, and fourth quarter. It's just that first quarter kind of get over the hump. But, it's important how you start a game. But I always like to see what a team does coming out of halftime. And you scored 27 points against Des Moines East, and you guys ran the Scarlets out of the gym. So what was kind of, is that a constant message that you maybe try to vocalize to your teammates about starting off those second half strong too?
Yeah, I tell them every time. I walk in the locker room, the coaches stay out a little bit, and we just talk. We talk about what we need to work on, and I say, this is not over. You got to keep playing how we played the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's the same. Play aggressive, play how we've been playing, same defense. Nothing changes. It's the same game. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, we better let you guys get back to pizza and bowling, all right?
Thank you. We got a big game we got to win here. So.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with basketball. Hey, it's Treshaun Brooks, Mike Appel, head coach for the Marshalltown boys basketball squad. We talk esports when we come back. We are live inside Rosie's on KFJB-TV. As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Yeah, welcome back to Bobcat Live here on KFJB-TV. Thanks to the basketball cheerleaders being along with us tonight. We'll talk with Val Corson as well as Mickey England coming up a little bit later in Bobcat Live, as we will talk everything going on with the cheer squad coming into this evening. And maybe we'll see the basketball cheerleaders back out there some night again. It seems like it's been a while since we've been out on the basketball floor.
It has been a while, and it felt like you said earlier, it just felt like we were going to be there all week long.
Yeah.
My wife was like, when am I going to see you? And now she's like, when can I stop seeing you? So.
That is for sure. Jose Ramirez, Esports head coach with us here. How are you?
Pretty good, doing well.
Good. It's been about a year since I talked to you, and when I talked to you last, you gave me a little bit of a look around the esports facility at Marshalltown High School. Tell people a little bit about the facility you have, and it was really made possible by donations from community organizations, right?
Yeah, so each and every time we run our stream for our games, you can see it. Each and every time we thank our sponsors, because literally it could not have been done without them. they're amazing for starting this program, giving these kids an opportunity to do something that not a lot of schools have that opportunity, and maybe not even a lot of states have that.
Oh, yeah,
So,
sure, yeah.
But yeah, the esports room has grown significantly from when you first saw it. I think we added an additional 12 PCs in there.
Oh, really? Okay, so
we have a room full of PCs now, gaming PCs. We're starting, I think, even video game development in there. So a lot of stuff that's happening in that esports room.
And there's, I was just in a conversation this afternoon talking about continuing building out even out at the Orpheum. One thing we talk about the community support. Esports is really interesting. Esports at the scholastic level can either be kind of a jewel in the crown of a school district, or it's a thing they put back in the closet. And I was at the state showdown in the fall championships. Derek Casey didn't come in until the day of because they have a police escort out. They have a big pep rally because that's what they do with all their state championships. And then you have schools that don't even get paid to do it. What would you say? Where does Marshalltown as a community fall on that scale?
So Marshalltown is definitely one of the towns that is 100% behind their esports team. I've seen it with my own eyes, just the amount of money they help put in, the support they get from the community just in general, coming out, watching, wanting to host the esports finals here in town. It's just it's huge. It caught me off guard when we first started it. I was thinking it was going to get a little pushback, maybe being like, it's video games. Kids are just playing it at home in their basement. But
it's just shoot 'em up games. And
yeah, exactly.
One thing I say about that, I'm 42, so anybody about 47 and under, it's different. Like when I handed my dad a controller, he could not do anything.
Yeah.
But now we're getting into the parents grew up with video games, so it's not a foreign concept. Sam, I saw your dad here. Your dad grew up playing video games as well, right? Yeah, so it's a part. So I think that makes it a little bit different as well.
Yeah, Sam Bennett with us. What's your specialty? What do you love to play?
I mostly play Overwatch. It's what I'm best at in terms of esports. I play some other games too. I was in our Rainbow Six Siege and our what's it called, Super Smash Bros. Season.
Okay.
I also played Mario Kart last year, but Overwatch is definitely what I'm best at. I didn't start playing it until shortly before the season had even started, maybe a couple months.
Oh, really? Okay.
Last year's season, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've definitely come a long way. It's a very fun game to play, even if sometimes you have to wonder what the developers are really doing with it.
So tell me a little bit. I'm not 100% familiar with Overwatch. Tell me a little bit about the game and the concept of it.
So it's a hero shooter. You have three main roles. You have your tank, your damage, and your support role. Your tank is your big hefty guy. He's in the front line. He's supposed to take all the damage. He has the most health and all that. You have your damage role. Their entire job is just doing damage, getting as many kills as they can. And then you have your support role, and their job is to heal the team, but they can also do their own damage and things like that.
So are you working with other teammates in this process then?
Yeah, it's a team of 5.
Okay, team of 5.
1 tank, 2 damage, and 2 supports.
Okay. That's probably kind of fun just from the aspect of being able to kind of this strategic aspect that goes into it, right?
There's definitely a lot of strategy involved. There's so many different compositions you can run, and then you have to adapt to all those for what the other team runs and for whatever map you're playing on and what mode it is. There's so much to it that some people might not notice at first.
And that's one thing with Overwatch being a title not everybody knows about, but if you look here locally, Marshalltown is the mecca of Mario and Smash Bros, the largest weekly Smash tournament put on here locally. Of course, Mario Kart we know a lot, but MCC just won are now national champions in Overwatch. But Marshalltown, what I've been told is we didn't get a team at state in the fall, but this Overwatch team, there's a lot of opportunity to be the first Marshalltown team to make it to state, hosted in Marshalltown. What are your expectations for the rest of the season in Overwatch?
We're probably going to destroy a lot of the competition. I'm very confident.
Doesn't lack any confidence, right?
I'm very confident in our team this year.
Awesome.
Only school that really has us worried at all is Kennedy.
Yeah.
We were supposed to play them Tuesday this week. That got snowed off. We're supposed to play them tomorrow. That also got snowed off, so it's pushed back. How many weeks?
May 22nd, or not May, sorry, Monday the 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a coach, we talked to Coach Appel about that when you have the long layoff. From you, Jose, how do you manage that? How do you coach through that?
Yeah, so kind of going based off of like the winter break, huge long winter break, kind of not having any games for like 2 weeks or so. I did still have the kids come in practice, it's just like any other sport, having them come in practice and get stuff prepared. But as well with practice, they got to have some fun with it too.
Yep.
So instead of playing Overwatch, I had them play another game called Party Animals.
Okay.
Where you can literally be a cat, dog, a rabbit, and just start beating each other up, throwing them off the map,
Wow.
Let's do it, Brandon. We're coming to Party Animals next practice.
So, just kind of let loose, Sometimes it gets repetitive, playing the same game over and over.
I'm sure.
As well as it's not physically demanding, it's very mentally stimulating.
Yeah.
So having that constant mental stimulation, can get you exhausted as well. So just, I don't want them to get overwhelmed, and I want them prepared 100% for when they verse, their toughest opponent yet, Kennedy. So.
Mm-hmm. And we've talked a lot about Overwatch. There is one other title active right now, and that's Rocket League. I always love the explanation. Is esports a title is like a different sport? Mm-hmm. It's like esports is the athletic department, and Overwatch is baseball, and Rocket League is basketball. Can you tell us a little bit about what I see Rocket League is like soccer with trucks is kind of what it is. How does the Rocket League team look this year?
So, Rocket League, kind of a little rocky start. We just finished a game tonight against Ames. We ended up losing against them, unfortunately, but we're in the season now 2-2. But it's kind of a little difficult, too, because we don't have a dedicated Rocket League team. I mean, the kids can jump between both, which is kind of the nice part, so they can play Rocket League or Overwatch.
Yeah.
But a lot of them kind of seem to be more focused into Overwatch, so the Rocket League kind of team takes to a little bit of a hit there.
Yeah.
Just because they don't have that 100% focus ability, but I mean, they're still doing well for what they can. So.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Zach, our producer, Sam, wanted me to ask you a question, okay? So this comes from Zach. Overwatch play of the game was Genji Ultimate, if I'm saying that right. How much teamwork does it take to pull off a successful Ultimate? This was a recent one, right?
There's a lot of Ultimates in the game. Every character has their own. Genji's, he basically just pulls out this big old sword, and he starts slicing people up, dashing around. There's other Ultimates that you can also combo with it. This one girl, Kiriko, she has her Kitsune Rush, which kind of speeds everyone on your team up. Or this other girl, Ana, she has this thing called Nano, which makes you do more damage and take less damage. So it really depends on what you're looking to do with your ultimate. With Genji's, that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
It can be used to either just demolish the competition with a well-timed combo, or you could just get completely countered by it. Or it can be completely countered, like you might be slept during it, you can't do anything, and all of a sudden it's all wasted. But there's a lot of coordination. You have to make sure you're not using too many ults. You have to make sure you're comboing the right ones. You have to make sure that the enemy team doesn't have any abilities that they can combo yours with. So sometimes when we're playing, we'll call out Ana No Sleep, because one of her abilities is a sleep dart, which puts you to sleep, like I mentioned. So if you hear a call like that, you might get your team to start going so they can pop their abilities and try to make a play off it.
Wow. It sounds like, I mean, I'm sure there's kind of different things. I mean, it's never ending as far as I'm sure learning the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last question for you, Jose. What's it like to be, because I know you split up duties with head coaches. I know you're the winter head coach. So what's it like to be able to work with Sam and some of the other teammates of his that are doing great things with Overwatch?
Yeah, honestly, these group of kids, they're fantastic. Come in super positive, ready to go into the game. I have a pair of twins who are in the game or in the season, literally glued to the monitor like this. We kind of make fun of them just because they're so stuck. Like, how can you even see the rest of the screen?
Yeah.
But, yeah, these kids are fantastic, helping out. Last year we had a senior, Ethan McGurr. Yep. He came back to actually as a volunteer coach to help out the Overwatch season. Shows you how much dedication he wants our Overwatch team to take home that championship this year.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he's playing at MCC, right?
He is, yeah. Yes. He was part of that team that came home with the championship for them. So
yeah. Do you have aspirations going on to the next level as well?
Yeah, it'd definitely be a really cool thing to do. There's so many colleges that offer programs.
Yeah. What year are you in high school?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore, okay. So you got a few more years before you have to decide, right? Yeah, that's good stuff. Jose, Sam, appreciate the time tonight. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Thank you for having us.
Best of luck rest of the season. Esports, give it up for him here on Bobcat Live. When we come back, we will talk girls basketball. Brian Murphy and the girls basketball team along with us here. Bobcat Live on KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
There's a city within a city not far from here. This city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. This city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a... This is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Back in Bobcat Live on KFJB-TV. Thanks so much for the cheer squad joining us. And yes, as you hear, the girls basketball team, that's because they know they don't have school tomorrow, and unfortunately they don't have a game tomorrow. Official word, no game tomorrow night against Waterloo East, but not a big shocker though, right, Coach Murphy?
Nope. Foot of snow usually does a lot of
meteorologist over here now. We're getting a foot.
Hey, you only have to be right like half the time. So, I'll take it.
Sorry to all the meteorologists watching out there. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you cannot call yourself a meteorologist. You can actually get in trouble for doing that. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah. You earned the degree.
Prognosticator. How's that?
Yeah, I like that. Brian Murphy, and you can see he's out height right here by Frankie Long as well. How are you, Frankie?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Still getting used to the mic, right? We had you on a cat connection, which is airing. We were trying to air it this week, but, obviously Mother Nature had other plans. But how's practice been going this week, even though you haven't had a game?
It's been fun.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. I mean, that's positive, right?
Sure, it's something. Yeah.
Yeah. From a coach's perspective, it doesn't sound as fun.
I don't know. There's a certain point you're looking at the practice plan thinking, didn't we just do this yesterday and the day before? So, it's a lot.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, so you're supposed to have 3 games this week, and now no games this week. What's been your focus, I guess, this week to try to get ready for whenever the season decides to continue?
Yeah, I mean, the good news is a lot of our opponents this week were doing similar things. So we're doing a lot of press break, a lot of zone breaking. So, we start looking ahead today. But everything we did today generally was kind of looking at Waterloo East. And, but yeah, there was a certain point where you just kind of step back and start focusing on us. And that was kind of what we did today. So
the growth from November to now, where's the biggest area you've seen improvement?
I think defense is probably the biggest thing. Thinking back to South Tama, I was looking at some photos from that game a little bit ago, and we were down 6-0 in that game to start, and the idea that we would give up 6 points early in a game is almost unusual at this point. So certainly defense is a big thing, and then overall, I think as a team, our ability to play together has really come together as well. Getting new players in and looking at how the rotations have changed have kind of shown us how the team we've really grown, but also shifted into almost a different team at this point.
Yeah, Frankie, where do you think you improved the most in the last couple of months?
I think mostly just confidence. It's been a lot easier to be confident.
Yeah. You got some shout-outs out there? I see you kind of smirking a little bit. Wait, who we got here? Why don't you give us the rundown?
Esme, Millie, Tanya, Amara, Ellie, Kinsley, and Sydney.
Okay.
Who's the best player out of that group, and why?
All of them.
Wow.
No, I'm not.
That is a very Georgia Jansen-like response. We're going to have fun. We love all of our teammates.
That was the best response of all time. We'll have fun.
Yes.
Coach Murphy, you're talking about looking back. Frankie, you're talking about building that confidence. As a team, 4-5 sitting, but I really think of you and Amara specifically. Last year at this time, you were playing 8th grade basketball. You've bypassed all of that to now being really important players, both getting better and better. Coach Murphy, when you look at what Frankie's doing, almost 12 rebounds, almost 5 offensive rebounds, killing it with the shot block, and you can tell she's maybe at 25% of her potential. There's so much more. Where do you see Frankie's development? What have you seen, and what do you see it moving forward?
I think one of the things that defensively it's been really good. Last year in 8th grade, the foul trouble was a big issue, right, staying on the floor. And what's been fun to watch is the last couple games especially, and it happened in Ames 2 or 3 times. I watch Timberwolves a lot, and they Regal Bears, they call them neverminds, where somebody gets up to the rim and they see somebody standing there and they think, never mind, I'm not shooting it.
Yep.
Frankie causes a lot of neverminds where they get near the rim and they don't even bother and they pull it back out. And a lot of that is just that walling up, right? Just getting big and walling up, and that's how she's been able to stay on the floor, is being really fundamental about getting a good position, getting her hands up, and forcing them to shoot over. And I think you've had 3 two-handed blocks in the last couple of weeks where, they're just, tip up top right there, and then we move on. So defensive fundamentals have been a really big thing. And then the other thing is just being a little bit more assertive at the rim, and that's obviously something that's an ongoing process, but looking back again to that South Tama game, it looks a lot different, and it's all for the positive.
Frankie, you're a dancer too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I only knew that because my stepdaughter, she danced at the winter showcase. I just thought, does dancing help you when you're down there in the paint? Are there any dance moves you can integrate into your basketball play?
Well, I think it's more just dancing helps me be more coordinated.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Which there takes a lot of coordination to play down there in the paint, right? There's maybe players coming in from the backside, double teaming you, trying to get in there to try to disrupt things, plus rebounding and positioning and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes into playing down low in the paint. Okay.
Yeah. We'll make it easier for you, Frankie.
Correct.
We're gonna make this easier.
What do you like about playing in the paint?
On defense, I like just to block, but down in the paint on offense, I just like to get big and especially go for offensive rebounds.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things I don't ever see from you that I need to see from you at some point in your career, I don't see a lot of smack talk when you block anybody, and I don't see There's no finger wagging.
There's some disagreement out there.
Yeah, there's some disagreement.
All right, so is this? So
it's,
it does
it's
happen.
the quiet ones you got to worry about.
I need to be more demonstrative, so us middle-aged men up there calling the games can mention it.
I need you and Dylan to go one-on-one and just deny his shot, because I look at him. He's very short.
I'll just shoot from 25 feet. That's all I'm going to do.
Do you have a good outside perimeter shot as well? No? Working on it? Okay. Because when you see the big man, like the other night I was watching Iowa State men's basketball, and all of a sudden Trey King, the center, boom, he hits a three, and you're not expecting it, right? I mean, that's key.
Yeah.
I'm going to step in here. Yes, she does have a nice outside shot.
Okay.
We've been getting on her and Ellie both to shoot when they're open from the outside, and we're more excited about it than they are sometimes. But yeah, they both have shots that we want them to showcase a little bit more, because we a lot of times end practice by shooting off the floor, and I mean we're tracking who's making what shots, and they're both knocking them down. So we want our post to be versatile and shooting from everywhere.
And you mentioned junior counterpart Ellie Hughes, as you two have created a wonderful in the post kind of duo. How you, Ellie, play off each other? What has she taught you as an upperclassman?
Ellie has taught me a lot, especially in the beginning of the season. She's been helping me be a lot more aggressive and showing me a lot of moves, even though she's smaller. She plays like she's a lot bigger.
Yep.
So next up is Des Moines East on Tuesday night.
Yep.
So
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates. You took care of business on the road there right before Christmas. What do you know you need to do well against Des Moines East to get the win?
Knowing how weird the schedule's been, it's probably going to be a weird game, I would imagine, where both teams are going to be coming off long layoffs.
A
little rust. I think conditioning is going to be key, because, obviously you try to go hard in practice, but you got days off. It's just not quite the same. So it's going to be really important we come in and start that game the right way, so we don't fumble our way into a game where suddenly, they're closing within and the game gets to a weird spot. So we got to start early and really make sure our focus is there, even coming off a 4-day weekend.
Yeah. Dylan, last question to you.
Biggest thing that I look, sitting at 4-5, Ames was much like the guys that first quarter, just kind of got punched in the mouth and battled back. What are your goals for this year? Where do you think you can be by the end of the year, Frankie?
I hope to get a lot more aggressive on offense, and I'm working on it, and just
Okay. And Coach, what is your team goal?
Honestly, one of my goals for the season is to knock off a team that we're not expecting to, where there have been a lot of games. Fort Dodge is one, Ames is one. Those are teams that we can beat, and when we watch film, we see, we're within, striking distance almost the whole game, and suddenly it's one quarter, one stretch where things fall apart. So knocking off a team that surprises them would be a great way to kind of showcase how far we've come.
My vote is Ames in February. I am just putting that out there, but that's,
Yep, we get a second crack at a lot of people, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, that is for
sure.
I
vote for 2, add Fort Dodge. We'll just hit both of them. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, Coach, thanks for the time. Thanks for coming on. Frankie, good to see you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Yeah. Hey, ladies, thanks for coming out. Appreciate the support. Be sure to show your student IDs, get a discount on food, and come out here to Bobcat Live and join us. We're inside Rosie's. When we come back, we'll talk band. That's right. The Cheers. We'll talk that well with Val coming up right here on KFJB-TV.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sauteed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
Picture yourself at Marshalltown Community College. Become a Tiger for life. Visit ncc.iavalley.edu. Locations in both Marshalltown and Grinnell.
Bobcat Live here at Wayward Social. Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me as the cheer team here tonight as well. Thank them for being out here. Hey, Wayward Social, they have the fifth quarter. Students can purchase a wristband for $5 at the game, and we'll get unlimited bowling. They did that earlier this year, and winter leagues are underway here in January. So much great things that Wayward Social is doing to help with Marshalltown High School athletics. And also we talk band. Brett Umthun, how are you?
Hi, well, good. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. You've got a spaghetti dinner right around the corner that we hope the winter weather will not impact.
Better not. We got a lot of events that night. There's basketball, there's swimming got rescheduled, and our pasta dinner. Yeah. So in the cafeteria, you can enjoy a nice meal from 5 to 7:30. Tickets are $7, and it gives you some pasta, breadsticks, salad, and a lovely homemade dessert, and some drinks, of course.
And that's Tuesday night?
Tuesday night. Cafeteria, high school cafeteria.
And the proceeds for this are going towards
our band trip that we're going in March. So a big deal. We're still looking for some more funds to help our program reach that mark to help the students get to Disney.
That'll be fun.
What's a way that they can do that?
Tickets, you can buy them at the door. You can send it to the high school with a note if you weather's bad. We do have meal options, so someone can grab a meal for you and give it to you. We do have a few gluten-free options as well.
Yes! There you go.
Yeah, I am living that G-free lifestyle, that is for sure. So tell me a little bit about the trip to Disney. What you guys are going to do while you're there.
We're leaving charter bus Saturday and a long drive, like 19 hours or so. And doing a hotel, get a pizza party there. We get to spend 2 days at Disney parks, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is where we're going to do our parade. We get to march down Main Street, and the kids get some photos of it, but as they're coming down Main Street and they look behind, they can see the castle.
Yeah.
It's a fun event. We're going to be slated at 5:55, so it might be some nice sunset, some weather. Will be amazing. And then we also get to do Lost Island and Island Adventure.
Okay.
And they also get to do a contraband experience in Epcot, kind of a side part of the park where they get a sight read and do a movie soundtrack. And the guys mix it in the back and put it to the movie.
Really?
Clips. Last time we did Tarzan. So they don't get to see the music ahead of time. They get to work with one of their band directors that works full-time at Disney, and they work on the tunes, they record it, and then they put it, get to show it to them that time. It's like a 2.5-hour clinic, and then they get a DVD and memories of the trip.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's something they're going to remember for life, because I remember when I was in band, we went, when I was in Spencer, we went down to the Cotton Bowl. It was Oklahoma and Arkansas. It was the old fairgrounds. We did the parade. We did the halftime show. And I still remember that was, one, they spray painted the field because it's in December and outside.
Yeah.
And so all the band uniforms pretty much got ruined because green spray paint does not come off white pants. But I remember just how vividly, like how awesome that was. Being on the sidelines, seeing the big football players. I mean, these are lifelong memories that a lot of these kids will have, right?
Yeah, another thing we're going far east. We decided this year we're going to go to the beach. We get a beach time for a few hours, and we get a visit the Kennedy Space Center.
Oh, wow.
For a few hours. So some definite big-time memories that they'll take with them. Social media is huge for them, but just the memories that they'll have and share with each other.
It will be an absolute tremendous opportunity. I know, being a band parent, we're really thankful that our son gets to have those memories. I'd be lying to you if Aubrey and I aren't super excited that we get to have those memories. Seeing him march.
Every time I mention the band trip, he lights up. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
My wife was up at 5 o'clock this morning getting our Polynesian resort dining and so we can also watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks during that time because they type in the music, and we're at our 60-day window of when you can do that.
Wow.
So we're very excited. And we don't have to chaperone, which makes me even more excited.
Speaking of that, you probably need chaperones, or are you good?
We could use a few more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dylan?
Yeah.
Nope. No bus for me.
But that's the whole experience, right?
We bused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of memories I had on the bus too.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember we went to New York, and I learned a lot of card games that I didn't know before. Always a good time. People want to find out more, get involved with the band. I'm sure you could always use the help or encouragement or whatever it may be. How can people kind of find you guys maybe on social media outlets or different things like that?
We're fairly active on social media. Marshalltown High School Band, Bobcat Bands on Facebook, and we have a Instagram account as well. Our pep band, I post on that. Some of our concerts, I'll post on that, and some event updates. We make our events, our fundraiser. We have our jazz band state festival that we're hosting on the 22nd as well. So a lot of stuff going on in the spring.
And one thing I would like to add, just like in athletics, there's a booster club. There is for the band as well. So if you're at the basketball game, buy the cookies. But
are there gluten-free options with the cookies?
Who knows? No.
I don't know.
but there's opportunities involved as well. I know you're the band director, not a band booster, but you have a board member here that refuses to play her part and get on. But that's another way parents can get involved as well, and other people as well.
Yeah, it's exciting this year. It's been wonderful to have some new parents show interest and step up to volunteer, like our pasta dinner you mentioned. It takes a lot of parents to help with that. All different ways. We have shifts and financially to help the band out. We have different bands throughout the year that they help students attend. Some of our uniform purchases can go towards that. And the big one right now, of course, is our trip.
Yeah, it's awesome. A lot of good things going on. Keep up the good work with the pep band as well. So somebody got yelled at the other night. It was right by you. Yeah. The official came over like, oh, wait, is Brett mixing it up? Yeah. Hey, thanks so much, and we'll see you Tuesday, all right?
Yes, indeed.
Good luck with the pasta dinner, that is for sure. Brett Umthun, band director for Marshalltown and not only high school, but I know he does stuff for the middle school and the younger levels as well, so keep your work.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we will talk basketball cheer. Val Corson going to be here. Mickey England as well. This is Bobcat Live from Wayward Social, KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Pet Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today, our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Pence Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is open at 11:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South Street in Marshalltown.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Back at Bobcat Live at Wayward Social. We are inside Rosie's, and thanks so much for the cheer team coming out, bringing up a little extra juice in the house here tonight. So thank you, ladies.
It's always my favorite Bobcat Live. The lead-in shots, the energy, it's off the charts.
I love it. I love it. And Keith Stewart, when we're doing our basketball games, we always try to get down there and get the ladies. As we talk with Val Corson, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Mickey England, how are you?
Great.
Good. She's a little nervous, everybody, about what questions I'm going to ask, but I make it very easy on you tonight. But what's it like working with this group of ladies? Because I mean, like Dylan said, they got to bring the energy.
I'm in year 2 working with them, and they blow my mind every year just on their dedication and how hard they work and what they accomplish. I see things out of them that they say they can't do, and it's just amazing. Like, I love watching them grow.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
A lot.
For example, I'll mention we were covering the Allie Morrison duels last weekend. We were there for 6 hours broadcasting, but you were there as well with the wrestling cheer squad, and basketball ladies, they go on the road and different things like that, and so there's a lot of time invested here, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the basketball girls stepped in, and they tried to help out as much as they could, even for the wrestling meet. The wrestling girls are going to be helping out. We're going to put on a cheer camp, a little kids cheer camp coming up in February. Both basketball and wrestling squads are working on that together. So
That's
they do
awesome.
come together, and they do things together too.
I love the one you did during football. Seeing all those little girls, it put a smile on your face. Awesome. That's for sure. Yeah.
We were really excited. It was a really good turnout, a big enough turnout, and enough people have asked us to do it again. So we're doing a winter one.
Cool.
February.
Over 100 for the football one, right?
Over 140. We had closer to 140 for that football. We were planning for about 100. Kind of had to. We had to swing there at the last minute, but again, it was something the girls did, and they will tell you they loved it. They were so good with them.
That's cool.
And the kids loved it. It's really fun to see little kids out now when they see the cheerleaders, or they see me and they break out into a cheer. They're like, I know you. So yeah, the girls, they really do love that.
Yeah.
We get to see a ton of athletes, really good athletes at all the games that we cover. I actually think the basketball cheer squad may have the best athlete of any. It's backflips upon backflips upon backflips. And what I love even more, we're up in, I believe, was it Mason City when there was a little bit of back and forth energy as well. You guys are bringing a little bit of chip on your shoulder and a lot of athleticism. You look like a coach is like, I don't know about all that.
We could have toned it down a little.
We could have, yeah. So the spirit kind of got the best of us that game. They had fun. There wasn't any ill intentions with it at all. But, he was, Nick is a great addition. He moved here from GMG from last year.
Okay, nice.
And the kids love watching him flip. We have 3 tumblers all together between wrestling and basketball.
I get vertigo watching.
Yeah.
I do too.
I'm like, I just need a minute.
I do too.
Yeah, it's like, this is incredible. I'm actually always worried that there's a wet spot. Like, the inner father in me is like, make sure there's not a wet spot and everybody's okay.
I'm just holding my breath that they don't trip or hurt something.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So it's Nick.
Nick, yep.
Last name or
Savati. Savati.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
always say it wrong.
Hey, keep up the energy. We love it. We love
Yes.
getting those, especially after wins. It's like
it's fantastic.
That is for sure. Mickey, tell me a little bit about your role as an assistant. What you kind of help Val do, kind of all that. Are you like I'm not demeaning, but like a party planner. Like you got to keep everybody in line. Is that your role?
I mainly keep her in line.
Okay, all right.
That's true.
Yeah. So I guess meet days and match days. What's it like for you?
We take care of a lot of girls, including Nick.
Yeah.
So I'm mainly there to watch others. She can't watch all of them at once. So I'm there to keep eyes on the rest of the squad where she's working with one or two. And game days, we kind of separate. I'll be with the girls and she'll be with the boys, or if one of us can't make it, squads. Yeah.
Kind of split up because not only that, but do you have JV cheer as well?
So we have, for basketball, we have a girls varsity squad and a boys varsity squad.
Okay.
And then I have a JV. So I'm also head for JV wrestling and varsity wrestling. And so I have an assistant for both. And if I didn't have my assistants, I would
No, for sure.
go crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure. So what's it like for you? Did you cheer in high school?
I sure did, yep.
Okay.
All 4 years.
Okay. Where, did you go
I'm
to?
not a Bobcat.
Okay, where'd you go?
Davenport West.
Davenport
Okay.
West. Wow. Val, I don't know. Where are you from? I can't.
Bobcat.
Okay, that's what I was
Georgetown,
thinking about. Okay, all right. So, and you cheered for
I
all
did.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we've seen all the cheers do a routine. Now it's time for you to do a routine with Dylan up here.
Rusty.
I think that's what we need to do the next time is that the cheer squad teaches Brandon and I a cheer that we can come in on. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
You know, you missed it. We had practice tonight. We have a pep assembly next week. And, I was right there with them. So, Yeah.
That's awesome. What's kind of the most rewarding aspect overall, do you think?
I did this on my coach's spotlight. I said, I love when they set a goal and they say they can't do it, and then they just nail it, and the smiles on their faces is it's what keeps me doing this. I love it. So
what's a recent goal that they accomplished?
We're working really hard on this pep assembly routine. So we're trying to do this. This squad loves to stunt, but they always want to grow and do something bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where I'll make a suggestion and they look at me like I'm cross-eyed and that's crazy. But if you press a few practices and they'll nail it, and it's just to watch them be like, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dylan, as I always say, stunting is a habit. So
That is. I'm for it. I will be on the bottom of the pyramid, whatever we do. I'll catch Brandon. We'll do a throw routine, and I'll catch him.
Appreciate it so much for coming out tonight. It's really fun. Adds to it. So thank you, ladies, and Nick as well. I don't think we have enough room for him to do his thing out here.
Probably.
Can you do it, Nick? And can you do it over
He can
it?
probably do a backflip for you over there.
I don't know if we should challenge Nick
Everybody
at this
at
point.
Wayward is like, what's our liability? Please, no backflip.
Somebody check that insurance policy. Thanks so much again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Best of luck the rest of the season, and we'll see you again with the wrestling.
You will, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome because they do a great job down on the mats and just
Well, they do, and they go all day long. So,
yeah, it's a long day.
It is. Those
Yeah.
are committed Saturdays.
Yeah, it's not like 3-4 hour night for basketball. You're 6 hours or more. So
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, hey, we will leave you on this note with the cheer squad out here. Thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. Had a packed house. We're getting winter sickness. People had to get out tonight, right?
Yeah. It's in between snowstorms. Gotta get out.
That is for sure. We'll leave you with the cheer squad. I'm Brandon Lewis for Dylan Does. Have a great rest of your night. And take it away, ladies.